is going bananas.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the monthly board game night. Well, monthly-ish. We didn't have one in July. Things happened. Busy things happened. But welcome, welcome. I am joined for now by my good friend and wonderful artist, Tiny Dragon on Fire.
Ew.
You are joining me for your first time in the board game night. Yes.
I am.
Let me bump up the audio capture on you.
Yeah, I'm probably pretty soft. I don't talk super loud.
No, it's my Streamlabs. I have the audio output capture to be really low.
Ah.
So, but when I have people on in the audio, Streamlabs puts it so that the game audio and any other audio, like Discord audio, comes through on the same track. So.
Oh, okay.
So we have to even stuff out here. So.
Well, the more gin I have in me, it's possible the louder I'll get. We'll see.
Good evening, Wyvern. Welcome. Long time no see. How are you doing, good sir? Are you going to be joining us, or are you going to be a casual observer this time? Excellent, excellent. Pop right on into the, You can get in the voice, yes. Go right ahead, the water's fine. Where am I bleeding from? That's an odd thing to say on stream.
I say, I rather hope you're not bleeding.
Oh, there was a bug bite that I apparently scratched and it bled slightly. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I thought you were talking bleeding sound from somewhere.
No.
I was very confused.
It's on my Discord, Wyvern. It's my old former DLC server. Ah, there you are. You're there.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Loud and clear.
Aha. I needed to put it on speaker because it was treating my phone as if it was a phone, and I just wouldn't be able to hear it that way.
Well, we can't have that.
Yeah, I would just be talking to myself, thinking like, am I doing this right? Which is what I normally do. So,
So it's been a while. How have you been?
I've been doing pretty well. I'm watching Cats this basically from this past Tuesday until the 17th, so 2 full weeks, and I'm mildly allergic to them, so you'll notice that I sound a bit more congested than usual.
A little bit, yeah.
But at least I have a good reason, right?
Oh, so refresh my memory, sir. What games do you have?
I only had Carcassonne until last time, and then you all introduced me to Ascension, and I played the hell out of that as well.
Yes, I created a monster. I remember that. Okay.
Yeah, now every game I play of that, I'm like, oh crap, I just get it stuck in an infinite loop because you can get yourself set up really nicely.
That'll happen. So you have Carcassonne and Ascension. Tiny Dragon on Fire has Lords of Waterdeep. So at the present, it looks like somebody is going to be sitting out.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just showed up, so I could always drop out for a little bit, and you can message me when you're ready to Carcassonne or something else, or I don't know, whatever works.
Well,
Lords of Waterdeep is a bit longer, right? If I recall.
It is. It's a bit of a longer game, but if it's just 2 players, it'll tend to go pretty quickly.
Yeah.
As opposed to when you have a full 6.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, a 6-player game of it's not very fun. It's a lot.
So I think in that case, then, with Tiny Dragon being the newcomer, let's start with Lords of Waterdeep.
All right, cool.
Let's start with Waterdeep.
Let me get that.
So what I might do is go back over to the Twitch stream and watch a little bit of that, and then I might just disappear for a little while, and then yeah, if you're circling back and you want to play one of the other games, I'd be happy to.
All right.
Are there other I'm just trying to think, are there other like multiplayer board games that maybe that I have or that you guys have that I just haven't even thought of?
Well, I know that, like, Carcassonne, Ascension, Lords of Waterdeep, Splendor, they all use the same online network. So it's like if you have one...
Asmodee or whatever.
Asmodee/Playtech, yeah. So if you have one account that you created for one of those games, you have multiplayer access to all the others.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently I've got to make an account on this as well.
Yes, so That's pretty easy to do. So I will
Yeah.
I will jump off Carcassonne and get into Lords of Waterdeep.
Cool.
So let me exeunt out of that.
Brian, question: do you have Tabletop Simulator? Out of curiosity,
I do.
have you
I've never
ever?
used it. I've
Me
never used
neither.
it.
I feel like I need other people to get into it with in order to actually know how it works. I just I've never been able to figure it out just because like if I'm just sitting there by myself, I'm like, what the hell am I even doing? But
Let me switch over to Lords.
sometime, not right now, obviously, but sometime I propose we figure that out together and then have a great time with it because I've heard it's fantastic. And like opens the door for so many other tabletop games.
Let me just change the stream info here. Change it from Carcassonne to Lords of Waterdeep.
Oh, there's another one I have. I have Ticket to Ride. Trying to think of what else I have that are board games.
So once you have created your account, my dear Tiny Dragon, I will need your username that you're using so I can add you to my friends list.
Yeah, it's just the same. It's the same name. Tiny
It's
Dragon on Fire.
Tiny Dragon. All right. Let me
Yeah.
add you to my list.
Why don't they have a dragon profile? I want to be a dragon. Huh.
Because it's Lords of Waterdeep, not Dragons of Waterdeep.
I mean, if I was a dragon, I'm pretty sure I would end up being the de facto Lord of Waterdeep. So.
I mean, yes, you would. All right, so you have the base game. Presumably, you didn't pick up any of the expansions.
Correct. Yeah.
Which is fine. That'll make this a bit quicker. Okay. So let me create a game. Let's add the tiniest dragon. Come on.
At me. I'm so small.
So you should see in your menu.
Accept invite. Boop.
And and I'm gonna presume you know the rules.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah. Well, I know the rules for playing on the actual in meat space, as it were.
Well, the rules are the same, so you'll just have to get used to the interface. And you are first player.
I'm the stabby stabs.
All right. Oh, goody.
Goody.
Who is my lord? We're gonna start with Waterdeeping. Okay, so you see in the lower left, you have all of your meeples. You have 4 of them.
Mhm.
So to place, you would just click and drag.
Oh, that's handy. All right.
All of your quests are located on the right of your screen. The little Q icon. I is your intrigue cards. It looks pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
How much
very nice.
cash you have, things like
I like the little boat. Ah, look at these little boats
that.
going across the screen. That's so cute. Oh no, he fell off the map. The world is flat.
And just like in the physical game, if we were playing in physical meat space, you could click on my quests and see what open quests I have, the way I can see yours.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh yeah, in the actual game, open quests are face up, so everyone on the table can see them.
Oh yeah. I suppose I never did that just because I can't see for shit, and it never really mattered to me either way.
Yeah, we can't see intrigue cards. obviously. Because we don't want to,
Did I do it right?
how we backstab people. So after you've placed a meeple, you're going to see a little icon in the lower right of your screen. It's going to be a green arrow or green button asking you to confirm your move.
Hmm. What? Oh no. Uh, heck. How do I go? Mm. I just tried to do a thing and it didn't do.
So you will see when you drag your meeple over a place you can put it on, that area will highlight in white.
I think I figured it out. Hooray.
And then once you've done it, a
I did it.
green button in the lower right will ask you to confirm your move. There we go.
Okay, I see. All right. I gotcha. I
Yep.
gotcha.
And you're on the board with one victory point.
And I can guarantee you that will not last.
Haha! Un point. So if you want to know what your Lord card is and the flavor text that's on it, you click your avatar, which is for me it's in your upper right. It might be on the upper left for you. Next to your name.
Let's see. Yeah, I see.
All right.
Sorry, Aiden had just got home and was trying to tell me something.
Nope, that's fine. So I just played an intrigue card. It's going to ask you to choose a resource.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So we are in the early going here of head-to-head Lords of Waterdeep. And again, once you've chosen your resource, after everything you do, it'll let that green button asking you to confirm will pop up. Alternatively, if you want to cancel, there will be a red button on the opposite side of the screen. That's basically your undo button. Okay.
There we go.
And you have assigned, you've taken a quest. Yes, good, good. But for those of you out there on Twitch chat who is just joining me for our board game night, we are starting with Lords of Waterdeep with my good friend Tiny Dragon on Fire.
I'm gonna get some beer and some lions and some odd black cubes.
And good evening, live deaths, and cheers to you for the hydrate.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the chat. I can't actually see the chat because this takes up my entire window and I only have one screen.
Which is fine. You don't need to see my screen.
Well, if I want to say hey to the chatters or like type something in the chat or something, but that's fair. Okay. There's a particular building that I wish I had, but I don't. It's fine.
Yeah, and if you've already used your meeple on Builder's Hall already. You've blown your wad.
How rude.
Yes. I like not these quests. Bring me some other quests. And
I could make friends with a beholder or a giant seagull.
Oh.
Oh, nope, that's a griffin. It looked like a big seagull.
Alright, I had one at Waterdeep Harbor, which means, yeah, sure. Alright. Round 2.
Fight. Okay. Let's see here. I'd like some money. Give me some money. I always forget to click that little green arrow on the other side.
Yeah, that's like, especially when you're playing the digital version for the first time, it can be, it's like, oh, right, I have to actually confirm. I have to confirm the move, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, let's just get on the board. Alright. We're on the board!
Triumph over those fields. The grass is very afraid of you.
Oh, great, that makes me Crowley.
There are definitely worse people to be.
Like Gabriel.
Yup.
Yes. Again, with the cash.
Gotta get that cash money.
Tiny dragon coming in with the dollars.
But will they come in with the points?
I mean, yes.
We shall see.
Nope, I didn't mention your name, sir. If there's one thing I've learned playing Lords of Waterdeep is that no lead is ever safe. Especially if you are playing with the expansions. Because in the base game, the highest point quest is 25. That is your max. In the expansions, you get 40-point quests. And
Oh,
if your
please.
opponent, oh yes, I was mentioning the archangel from Good Omens.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm in desperate need of some cash, and you've taken my cash.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
Sort of.
Yeah, I was gonna. This is a cutthroat game. It demands cutthroatedness.
Just make sure you plastic the lounge first before
just
you
so you
go
can
cutting any throats.
just so you can pressure wash it.
Right?
All right. Well, here you go. A present.
Eh? Why did I get an extra quest? Oh, it's a mandatory one. Oh, heck.
Yep.
All right. So I have to do that. Luckily, it looks like I can complete it.
Yeah.
How do I...
It's it's
How do
it's an
I...
it's an easy. You would have to
Do I drag my meeple to the quest card?
first. You have to do an action. You can only complete quests as the last part of your turn,
Right. Okay. Okay.
just like in the actual physical game. Put your meeples somewhere, get the resource, and then you are able to complete a quest. Yes, he is Wyvern. He is much more of a dick. Although,
Interestingly, I don't think Gabriel is actually in Good Omens. I think he was
not
intended to be...
yeah, he's not in the
Yeah.
book.
Yep.
Okay, and you are going to say, "I want that ambassador," which is fine. Fine. I still do not like these quests. Bring me some different quests for the love of thank you.
Another
Another!
smash.
And Waterdeep Harbor, yes, yes. Let's do that.
Now, are you usually someone who hoards the intrigue cards? Because Aiden is absolutely that person.
Depends on who I'm playing against and what. It's a situational thing.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh, let us see.
It very much also depends on what quests pop up. Like the last game I played with, I played with Rosie, and she got a quest really early on that she completed, which made it so that every time she played an intrigue card, she could draw another and play it immediately.
That's very nice.
And then also what happened very early in that game was she also played the intrigue card that you reveal your lord card and you cannot be attacked for the rest of the game. And when you're playing head to head, that basically neuters a lot of my strategy. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
not only can you play intrigue cards almost at will, but now I can't even use intrigue cards against you. Oh, my dear, eat a satchel of Richards.
That is beautiful. I'm gonna have to use that.
Mm.
I love that. Still don't think I could say that to students, though. Mwah.
No, not yet.
Oh, beans. Freaking little dancing triangle.
Oh yeah, you'll get used to that. Like, why isn't anything moving? Yeah, it's because I haven't clicked the confirm yet.
Yeah.
Okay, I really need the cash flow thing happening.
Aren't you glad that I didn't go there first?
I'm surprised you didn't.
Hey, you gave me a very nice quest, so I wanted to be nice and let you have some monies. So let's see here. What did I just do on the last turn? Oh, right, that thing. Okay.
You had the
Let's...
ambassador, and you opened with taking a quest.
Ooh, okay, if I do this, that will help out.
Well, this ought to kill him. Train the blade singers. Nicely, nicely.
In fact, they don't actually sing very well.
Oh.
They blade pretty good, though. And they're very different from the Sing Bladers, which is actually a musical group of roller skaters.
Roller Derby the musical.
Oh my god, I would actually pay for that. That sounds amazing.
I mean, why not? We have a musical about hockey. Why can't you have one about roller derby?
That is true, that is true.
And for all of you out there watching us play, thank you for spending some of your Friday evening with myself and Tiny Dragon on Fire. Very much enjoy the pleasure of your company. If you would like to get in on some board game action in a little bit, upon the conclusion of this game, we could play more Lords of Waterdeep, or we can play Carcassonne, we can play Ascension, Splendor, Smash Up. I've got a variety. Just a whole selection. Alright, I can't let you just hog all the real estate.
I mean, you could.
Well, now we've got the House of Heroes and New Olaman on board, which means now the resources are going to get very silly.
I do enjoy a good silly.
Let me see if I can...
Eh?
Yes. Now I get to choose a thing. It's like, yes,
Ah.
good. Yay, owner benefit.
See, I'm helping.
Yay, I'm helping. And if anybody out there is a member of the Odd Squad watching tonight's proceedings with Tiny Dragon and I, welcome.
Only the oddest of squads. Let's do... Boop. Ooh.
I don't like those noises. Ooh! Ah! Because I know you. You look cute and innocent.
But I'll murder you in your sleep. I mean...
Oh, that's a nice
I won't
quest.
do that.
That's a nice quest. And just like that, my lead is down to 4. See? See him face. I am not dead today. All right. Round 4. All cute and innocent, but then you draw like murderous mermaids and shit.
Yeah. Gotta keep people on the toes.
Yes, yes, you do.
Except the mermaids, of course. They don't have toes.
They don't have toes now. Okay, what do I want to do? I want to do some of this. And a present for you.
It's my birthday. It's not. It's Aiden's birthday.
Is it actually his birthday today?
Yeah.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
Yeah.
And the game is tied. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice one. Oh, I forgot that.
Yeah.
A quest that I completed. If I take any of the little black toasters, I get money for it.
Yep.
Haha.
Anytime you take a rogue, you get gold for that.
And I'm just endlessly amused watching these tiny ships wheel around drunkenly and just like phasing in and out of each other. It's wonderful. Oh, you're so pious.
Like, I see those ships moving, and I'm like, you're moving too fast in that harbor. You're gonna crash into the wall. Wait. Wait a minute. Fluid physics doesn't work like that.
I don't know how physics works at all. 'Cause I'm not a scientist.
We're artists. We're not required to know how physics works.
Let's just...
See, we work in the two-dimensional plane.
Let's go. Do I want to do that or do I want to do that? No. Yeah, I'll do that, I guess. Bow. Haha. So a fun fact about ADHD is executive dysfunction is a thing, and so that means when there's a shite ton of choices, it can cause your brain to kind of short circuit because you don't know what the right thing to do is.
And in a game
And
like this, where you have tons of choices, I could see where that might be an issue.
oh yeah, yeah. Like it's still a very fun game, but it ends up making me take forever to take my turns, and I do feel very badly about it.
Well, no. I mean,
Let's
it's
see.
it's not like it's going to take because this game is timed. We have 7 days to finish this game.
Hmm.
I'm not worried. So no, you take all the time that you need. One of the things I love about this game is that it's cross-platform. So if you had this game on mobile, we could be playing this, live.
Mm.
But what happens, like, if we were doing like the distance game, for example, like if we weren't playing this live, if you made a move, I would get an email telling me, "Hey, your friend made a move. Now it's your turn."
Aw, that's real cute, actually. I love that.
All right. Please give me money. Thank you. I need the cash. I need the cash, man. Yeah, actually, let's do that. Let's do that. And now we've got a tight game here where it's 40 to 36. Who will get the last laugh? As we try to pile on the quests here.
Oh yeah, I don't have any quests. I should
You,
probably do something
yeah,
about
you
that.
like you have none.
Whoopsie poopsie. Um, I will say that is a thing that happens to me very often in this game. I'll be like, "Ooh, I want to do this one thing," and then I will keep doing that one thing and forget entirely about all of the other things that exist.
I have a sneaking suspicion I know which lord you have.
I don't know what you mean. It's a mystery.
Like the new Guess Who. It's a mystery.
It's just, it's the hardest one to guess. Like it's super subtle and, you know, but if you follow those breadcrumbs,
We may be able to find out in the end. There is. I don't know. Have you ever played any of the expansions?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
we have both of them. We don't play with the 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 Cthulhu-y one all that
Skullport?
much. Yeah, we don't play with Skullport as much, but the other one is quite good. Whichever one gives you curses or what have you.
Corruption. That's Skullport.
Yeah, we don't play with that one as much. We didn't find that one to be as interesting a mechanic.
It's interesting who amongst my friends who plays Waterdeep likes the Skullport expansion versus those who don't. Because
Mm.
I have found in my experience it's been sort of like a clear divide. Like, no, like Skullport makes things too backstabby.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
others of my friends are like, no, 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 this is gonna be a game of fuck everyone. So it's
Yeah,
very
my
interesting.
my group of friends doesn't really love playing the backstabby games. Um, or at least when we do play the backstabby games, we don't like to actually backstab because we don't, I don't know. We don't really like making our friends feel bad or sad. Is that we have, myself included, a couple of other folks that are uh a little bit more on they take things to heart a lot more easily. One friend in particular is she internalizes things very, very deeply, and I love her dearly. Um, but yeah, it can be hard sometimes. So we try to be, depending on who we're playing with, we try to be gentle.
That's fair. That's entirely fair. That's a good strategy.
And then if certain other people are playing, we're like, nope, just fuck you. We're going for you. Doesn't matter. First turn, you're dead. Especially if we're playing Twilight Imperium.
Which I've never played. I've never played Twilight Imperium.
Really? I feel like you would find it very interesting. Let's see, what am I being choose
So
to give you?
you have a choice. You can
Playing.
choose. You can give me one your rogue, and you gain 3 victory points in exchange, or you could say no, I don't want to.
Hmm. Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Have a small friend.
Have it, friend. Okay. Thank you for your contribution.
El Torchul. What a nice sounding person. Ah, beans, the thing I was gonna do. Gosh, dangity heck poo. Well, fine. And I guess I'll just do this then.
Give the governor a harumph.
And again, I say, sir, harumph!
I didn't get a harumph out of that guy. Harumph! You watch your ass.
That's very good.
We love you, Mel Brooks.
Yeah. He is just an absolute delight. Hmm.
So next
I don't
week,
know if
I'm going to be doing something that I have not done in weeks. An art stream.
Ah, amazing. Do you mind if I sweep the board here?
Go ahead. It's
Okay. Because I did not like any of the quests that I
yeah, that's
received.
fine. That's go right ahead.
Okay. I wanted to check just to be sure. Oh my golly. See, I don't like the ones where I have to pay to do things. That's just silly to me.
So let's see. We've got a skullduggery, an arcana, and 2 pieties that showed up. One of the pieties is a 25 point. Biggin.
Piety is annoying and boring. I want to steal.
Like, who wants to be pious?
I mean, unless there's actual pie involved.
Nyek, 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 nyek.
Oh, but for real pie is great.
Oh! pie good. I like pie.
Mm. Gosh, I can't wait for autumn to get here so that I can bake again. Golly.
Oh, right. I have quests that I can complete. Yes, those. Oh, sure. Sure, we'll do that.
Oh, I have a friend who's in the Harpers. In one of the games we're in, he's in the...
He's in the guild. Yep.
Yeah. And he's fine.
I've been starting to get ideas about doing a one shot with the odd squad, kind of like what Lena did some months ago.
Stidge would be delighted if you did.
Yes, he would. Well, it's like during the pandemic, I was either DM or a player in about 3 different D&D games, and 2 of them wrapped up, and I just needed like a 3-month break.
Yeah. That's legit.
All right, well.
Thank you for monies.
Yay! Give me your money, all that you've got. I'm actually doing a shoot tomorrow. That's why I've got, if people are watching, I've got the photo lights set up there in my background here because I get my friend made a Selkie outfit, and that's going to
I'm
be
excited to see that.
interesting shoot. She's also bringing her toddler, who she made a little seal outfit for.
Icarus is gonna die.
Oh yeah, like if that is like ovary melting cute for you, I am so excited.
I feel like Icarus is gonna end up flailing a bunch as well, just because they've been reading a bunch of the Magnus Archives fic that is also Selkie adjacent. So that's probably more along the lines of what they're going to be like squeeing over.
So yes, that is what I'm hoping to do an art stream of next week. So it'll be Tuesday night next week.
That'll be really cool.
Because that'll be on Twitch, and then the following week I am going to be doing hopefully an SFW art stream over on Picardo with the shoot that I did last weekend. So, like, oh my god, I've got photographs to edit. I did shoot some film when I was in Vermont last month. It is not a completed roll of film, so that's why I haven't developed it yet. But on that roll, I took some images in the Ben & Jerry's flavor graveyard.
Oh, those are fun.
I got a kick out of Vermonty Python. That was the one that got me the most.
That's very good.
Alright, I need to get in on some of this, This action here, as we are in round 6.
Out of how many?
8.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Hey, Estrella, welcome. Good evening. This time you made it. You made it. Poor Estrella. She came in literally like in the final 30 seconds of my stream last night.
Oh.
Like I'd been 2.5 hours in, and I was literally just wrapping up. So you made it.
Hello and welcome.
Combobulations. Combobulations, Elizagirth. Long time no see. We are playing Lords of Waterdeep, which is a D&D based board game set in the fictional city of Waterdeep. Katie and I are members of the Shady Elite, and we're trying to score the points, and it looks more complicated than it actually is. There's a lot of moving parts, but it's not that scary, I promise. But after this, we will probably, depending on who's on, we'll probably switch to, we have Carcassonne, we have Ascension, we have Splendor, we have Smash Up. We've got a whole variety, and we're almost not even yet an hour in, and it's a Friday night, so I'll be on for a good long while yet. Because I don't have to get up at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Ha-ha!
Huzzah. Let's see. What do I got?
Yes, yay sleep. God. Going back to the office is just like wrecking my sleep schedule, because I was working from home, so I would be waking up at like 8 every day and literally just roll out of bed and log into my computer and start my day. Now I have to commute and bleh.
Well, that's very silly.
That is far too silly. Ooh. Alright, you know what? Sure, I'll make that trade. Sure. Oh, okay. That's why that didn't. Okay. skullduggery.
Dig those skulls.
Dig and dig and dig and diggity dig.
Oh gosh. He just wanted everyone to see how he glitters.
He did. Very, very fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, thank you, bot, for reminding me to hydrate.
Oh.
Everybody hydrate out there.
I've got gin. Does that count?
I mean, it'll keep your brain wet.
Oh. I don't know why, but that's particularly distressing. Hmm.
Gin is liquid. I mean, it is.
Let's see.
Moist brain. Yes, yes, Estrella, exactly.
I mean, I do suppose it is better than having a dry brain.
I mean, theoretically, yes.
Because assumedly if your brain is dry, then you are no longer living. You are an ex-parrot.
Decision!
Oh, I still got another person? Wow.
Yes.
Oh, because I get to reassign my person.
Yes,
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
If your brain's dry, then it's wrinkly like a raisin, and wrinkles in your brain are good. But on the other hand, if your brain stays moist, it'll wrinkle up like your fingers do when you're in the water too long, so it'll still be good and wrinkly. Aha! That's there. There you go. There you go, Steph. There you go. Thinking.
And if my brain is wrinkly, does that mean it'll hold on to facts better, like your fingers will hold on to things better when they're wrinkly?
Right. What do I want to do? I've got...
You have the option to boogie.
I have the option to take some cash, which I'm going to do. All right, round 7. I swear I'm not on anything. You might be onto something there, kid. Yes. Brain meats.
I have heard that brain does taste quite good, but does have a rather off-putting texture.
I've never had it. You might want to talk to Andrew Zimmern.
Yeah, he seems like a decent sort.
Take some cash and boogie at the same time. I mean, I've got a single here. Whee! I've got a single. Does that count?
Huzzah, I have points now.
Ooh, 11 points. And another 2 points. No, and I have a decision to make.
Brings me up to 65, the age my body thinks I am.
All right, let's deal with this.
I just discovered I can change the board by scrolling up and down.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I did it on accident. Now I'm doing it on purpose, and I feel like if I do it too much, I'll make myself seasick.
How's this game going right now? Wyvern. Right now, we're getting in. It's late in the game. We're one round away. We're in round 7 of 8, and right now I have a 42-point lead over Tiny Dragon. Although it's shit can happen. No lead is safe in this game ever.
Well, you've never played with me now, have you?
All right, let's do some stuff.
Like I love resource games like this because it's very satisfying being like, "Ooh, I did a thing and I accomplished a thing." But I can't hold the long game in my head very well, and so I forget, "Oh, points. Yeah, those are things I need."
Steph is like, will I get banned from your chat if I say hashtag Team Katie? You have a fan.
Aw, yay.
No, no, no. All are welcome here. I mean, it even says so on my shirt, my Ben and Jerry's shirt. Love comes in all flavors. So if you want to root for Katie, go right ahead. The Skullway. Oh, the House of Wonder. Oh, I could have used that a long time ago. Alas!
Yeah,
Poor
that
Yorick.
was useful.
I knew him, Horatio. All right. And I'm going to sample some of your wares, Katie. I hope you don't mind.
Ah, that's fine. Just brush off the mold.
Oh, that's a cute shirt. Well, thank you. I would have rooted for her anyway. All right, fair, fair. Thing is, I know. Obviously, we don't know whose Lord cards we have, but I'm pretty sure I know exactly the one Tiny Dragon's got.
I mean, I don't know what you mean. It's a complete mystery. It could be anybody.
It could be.
But who knows?
There's only one Lord in this game that rewards you for having a monopoly on buildings. But
it's a mystery.
I thought I was about to get an appearance from the off-screen Lady Gaslight, but alas, no. All right, sure. Why the hell not? So I'll just help myself. To all this bountiful plenty.
Toss a coin to your dragon.
Hey, that actually scans. Yes, since we have some audience here, let's do a shout out to Tiny Dragon on Fire.
Aww. Thanks. I'm a big old goober. Adorable and slightly murderous.
Just slightly murderous.
I mean, just a little, for fun.
It's just a drop. final round.
You know, my friend that works for the Harpers, he is a bard. And guess what instrument he plays?
A lute?
Oh, the bagpipes.
Oh, well, I didn't know.
It's not even a string instrument, and he works for the Harpers.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes a ton of sense.
You work for the Harpers. Why don't you play a harp, my dude?
Steph says the triangle. He plays the triangle.
Oh my gosh. That would be so much fun. Be the most obnoxious bard.
Bardic inspiration. Ting!
Clangle-langle-langle-langle. Soup's on.
I just imagine John Cleese from a sketch in Monty Python where he's interviewing applicants for a management training course.
Uh-huh.
And I could just imagine that Bart going, "Good night, ding 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 ding."
I love John Cleese. He's a delight. I miss watching Faulty Towers. I don't know where to watch it now.
BritBox.
Wahoo? Oh, BritBox. Okay.
Skullduggery. Ah, and there you are slamming with the 25-pointer.
What? Who, me?
Who, me?
Whatever could you mean?
Little old me. Okay. We're coming down to the wire here.
Don't trip on it.
I'll just take that quest. And because I can complete that quest right away... I love Faulty Towers, Steph says, and their useless random set of stairs that go up, then down. Yes!
It's the best.
Like, the first time I saw Faulty Towers, the episode in which I was reduced to, like, painful fits of stomach-clutching laughter was the episode with the Germans.
Yes. Oh, that one is so good.
Why is she crying? Would you quit talking about the war? You started it. No, we didn't. Yes, you did. You invaded Poland.
It's so good. Oh.
And every time Manuel, oh, he's from Barcelona.
It's just damn good, damn good.
Might as well.
Ah, beans. I probably could have completed a quest. Whoopsie. Forgot about that.
It definitely was, Steph. It was an absolute gem of a show. I mean, it was only 12 episodes, but it was just mwah.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
How's the toenail? Still growing in? Still burrowing its way to the bone? And I just love how Basil could be brought to his knees by his wife. Just with a quick Basil!
Yep. That's weird. Why wouldn't it let me complete a quest? Oh, and that's why. Okay. It's fine.
This is fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I definitely forgot to last time. Oh well.
And you have broken 100!
Yay! I'll fix it later.
We'll fix this in post. Oh, at this point, I'm just like... Eh. Alright, sure. Let's just swap the quests out. Maybe I'll get, you know... Maybe I'll get lucky. I have no idea. It's up all night to get lucky.
Man, that sounds exhausting.
Okay. Hydrate, everyone. The bot tells you to.
You must obey.
BRB, and then you might lurk for a bit. Not a problem, Steph. This game is wrapping up, and then we're probably going to bring Gabe in for some Carcassonne.
What do I got in my intriguities? What is that?
Something very intriguing, I'm sure.
Okay.
But for those of you out there in the chat who are watching, thank you so much for stopping by. I always do love the pleasure of your company. This is my monthly board game night. So have friends on to play board games. If any of you out there want to join in on the board game fun, just let me know and we will get you in. All right.
There we go.
Beautiful. we are down to the final couple of moves here. Haha. A decision.
Bum, bum, bum.
Okay. No, and you still have one. That's right.
I can't believe I actually managed to pull that off. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. That's rather nice.
Yeah.
Going to narrow the gap before we call it a game.
Wait, so is this one not a game? Oh. I'm so confused.
All right, my dear, the last move is yours. And then we do final scoring.
Wah. Boop.
All right, let's see who the winner is.
I have a guess.
And I was
I feel like
Mert,
this guy could do better with his hair.
Mert the Moneylender.
I wonder which one I am. It's hard to tell.
Oh, you had a lot of gold at the end of that.
I did.
You made it close. But the final
Kind of.
score is 213 to 182 in my favor.
Very, very well done, sir.
That was pretty close. That gap was closer than I thought.
Honestly, I just get really satisfied if I feel like I've run a really efficient game, and then I forget about the whole concept of winning. That was very fun.
That was a ton of fun. So well done. 29-point difference, which is not that much in a game of this caliber. Beautiful. All right.
Very lovely.
I'm glad I finally got to play this with you.
I know! This is honestly one of my favorite tabletop games to play with people because there's so much to do. It's great.
Like, I was introduced to this game and I fell in love with it so quickly. Like, oh
Yeah.
my god, it's a resource management game I can understand.
Yeah, there's a lot out there that are just like super overwhelming. Like if you've ever played Agricola or Feast for Odin, like I love both of those games. I prefer Feast for Odin. I think it's better tooled than Agricola is, but yeah, those can be overwhelming because the choices are just endless and you can do anything. It's genuinely overwhelming sometimes.
Is it Skyrim the board game?
A little bit, in that there's just so dang much to do and so many rules to remember for all the fiddly bits. There's so many different mechanics, but I kind of love that. I don't know. It's very fun. If we ever get to play in person, I'll show you how it works sometimes.
Yes, please.
Also, it's heckin' chonk. it big. It's got at least 2 trees in there.
It is. It's like sometimes when I go to a convention and I'm looking at board games like I might be interested in, I'll just pick up the weight of the box and like, up 50 pounds. Okay, this is a.
Yep.
So I've just messaged Gabriel Wyvern. I don't know if he's still around. If he is, then we will move to Carcassonne. I just got a message from Rosie, and she is currently having a little bit of a rest because she spent all day outside and gave herself heat exhaustion.
Ooh.
So she might be on in a bit, but for the meantime... Ah, yes, I see. Gabe, so let's get him back into the chat and get him in for some hot Carcassonne action. Now, Carcassonne is a much... Have you played Carcassonne?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm very familiar.
All right. So then I will not bother to explain it. But for those of you who out there in the chat who don't know what it is, it's a much more relaxing game.
Yeah.
It's a much calmer game.
You get to just kind of prance around the French countryside, being like, "Oh, look, a castle! Oh, look, another castle! Oh,
Yes.
river! So nice."
So Carcassonne is another one of those games that, again, it's cross-platform, online multiplayer, really, really fun to play. I love playing the physical version as well, but this is one of those games that if I'm playing a board game with someone and I want to relax, this is the game I play.
Yeah, it's really chill.
Yeah, Carcassonne is nice. I was gonna say, is it just the two of us playing, or is someone else joining?
I think right now you and I are going head to head.
So is Carcassonne the one that you most feel inclined to do?
Oh, well, that's right, because if it's just you, we could also do Ascension, or we could do both.
That's true. Well,
I just booted up Carcassonne, so...
Yeah, might as well, right? Do you also have Ticket to Ride out of curiosity?
I do not.
Bummer.
I've heard that is also an excellent, excellent game. There's a lot of excellent games that I need to play.
Right.
So many games. So much.
Have you never played Ticket to Ride in general, then?
Yeah, I've never played it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. That's like in the realm of the modern board game renaissance. Like, I know that Ticket to Ride is like one of those games that, you must play before you die. And, well, I haven't played it yet. And I'm not dead, so I have time.
Yeah. Here, I'm pretty sure I redeemed this, but you want to see if this thing that I have, this code, works for you, just out of curiosity?
Are you're going to gift me a game, possibly?
Like I said, this may be the reason that I have it, or like it's hard for me to keep track of which of these I redeemed and which of these just came in another bundle, and I already had it or whatever.
All right, well, send me a Facebook message.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and like I said, don't hold your breath, but if I was gonna give it to anyone, it'd probably be you, so here we are.
Thank you for the possible gift.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be like boom boom boom, but worth a shot.
Well, we'll find out.
You may get to be a train baron tonight.
There is a board game that I really wish. I mean, it does exist on Steam, but there's only a single player functionality, and multiplayer. It's local co-op only, and that's Pandemic.
It's such a good game.
It's already been activated. Sorry, Gabe.
Yeah, I figured that might be the case, but never hurts to try. And I'll keep an eye out if I see like a bundle or whatever that has it. I'll give you a heads up. It's fun. I feel like you would like it. That's why I bring it up.
Well, thank you for the thoughts. So if it's just the two of us, I'm setting up the game now. Katie, absolutely feel free to stay around in the audio chat.
Yeah, I might take myself off mic while I'm eating my dinner of a single muffin with peanut butter because I'm an adult.
You are an adult.
Allegedly.
All right, the game has been set up, and now we're just...
Oh, there's the invitation. I was waiting for it.
All right. So I am blue, and you will be pink, and I kick things off.
Oh my god, that's way too loud. You need to settle down, Carcassonne. Alright.
Nice of you just being assaulted with fanfare.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, Carcassonne. I don't know if you heard or not, but you're actually supposed to be a chill game, so calm the hell down. Alright, let's see.
All right, I get the opening move, and now away you go.
Alright, there we go. I've made it far less bad in that regard. Okay. Ah, I see. Wow.
So for those of you out there in the chat who are unfamiliar with this game, so we each take turns trying to assemble this countryside. We have to match tiles, so it's like you have to match either a road or a city tile, and you gain points for completed roads, completed cities, completed monasteries, and fields.
Yes.
So, and right now we have Sir Gabe looking to take a little control here.
Well, we'll see how it pans out. If past precedence holds, I will get no monasteries.
I'm still just the one game. It may have been in last month's stream, or it was one of these where all the monasteries came in the last 10 tiles.
Mm.
And I'm like, well, fucking thanks.
Yeah.
That is worse than useless.
True.
All right.
Starting things off with a long road already.
Yep, the road to everywhere and nowhere.
Yeah. The road to ruin.
We're shipping off to Boston.
Uh.
Whoa.
Figured you'd get in on a road of your own. Let's see.
I figure I should get in on the road party here.
That makes sense. I figured I should get in on the city party.
There you go. Although right now it looks like we're having mirroring cities there.
Yeah. Little bean towns, like you said, Boston.
Oh, my favorite cities are the ones that are just colossal feats of engineering. Just these big sprawling, Cthulhu-like cities.
That's fair.
Where, if you can pull it off, you get a bajillion points.
Yeah, if you're down for the challenge. I see. Well.
with that voice, you make it sound like, ah, yes, everything's going according to plan.
It's not going according to plan. Have a long, winding river of a city.
Gives a real Robert Moses laugh.
Who does, me?
Hmm.
I'm
Well, no,
not.
I'm saying you could, as you are building this city, give a good old evil Robert Moses cackle.
Ah. Yeah, I don't know who Robert Moses is, unfortunately, apparently. That's something
He
I've learned about myself.
he was a city planner in New York who sucked, let's say.
He basically baked racism into the infrastructure
uh,
of the city.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll probably pass on impersonating him then.
He was a real turd bucket.
Wow, language there,
What?
Katie.
I mean, I know this is a good Christian stream, but you know.
Oh, no, I don't know about that.
Oh yes, absolutely good Christian, wholesome, chaste stream. This is a fine, sophisticated program.
I do so apologize for sullying it with my uncouth language.
Why is everything uncouth? Can't something just be plain couth?
You would think.
So saith strong bad.
Strong bad's so good.
It was excellent. Very good internet content.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right. Well, let's. Ooh. Well.
Ah, fuck.
Well, that's a nice little ready-made plunk.
There's a good spot. Yeah. I was
Yep.
gonna say that gives you...
I'm like, oh, there's already 6 points there. Nice.
Yeah. That would do it.
You've already done most of my work for me. Haha.
It's funny, it's almost like I was hoping to get a monastery. Even for some reason, I haven't learned. I never get a monastery.
The RNG gods, they don't like you.
That's fine. I probably did something to mess with them. Maybe that, maybe... this. Yeah. Well, I think I'll probably do this. Why not? Alright, the RNG gods are about to give you another monastery, and I'll be like, fuck you. Nah.
And suddenly the table flipping mechanics come in.
You can do that in Tabletop Simulator, apparently.
Yes, yes, you can.
Button. I could do without allergies. I really could.
So why did you agree to cat sit if you are allergic to cats?
I'm only mildly allergic to cats, and I agreed to cat sit because I care about my friends. And they were going on their honeymoon to Spain. And I'm a sucker. What can I say?
All right.
Aw, that's very kind of you.
That is very kind of you, although saying I'm only mildly allergic has the same energy of New York abstains courteously.
Well, there's also the perk of cats being wonderful magical creatures that are just filled with love and fluff and happiness.
Ooh, Gabe just took the lead on that. All right.
Yeah, well, at least one of these cats is a stone cold bastard who likes to eat all of the other one's food if you take your eyes off him for even a second. So
Oh yeah, yeah. But I mean, so does Aiden, my husband. So.
He eats a lot of cat food too.
Oh, that was perfect.
Excellent.
Oh,
10 out of 10.
you walked right into that. Kibble. Well, it is his birthday, so maybe you could give him some of Tribble's food as a treat.
I mean, don't know if he's had enough alcohol for that yet, but
Ah, okay. We haven't reached the drinking point yet.
you have a bot.
I do have a bot. Yay, I'm famous.
Oh,
Let's.
I only have 23 hours and 53 minutes to figure this out.
I know what to do with you. Deleted.
ha 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 ha.
Wait, that didn't work.
Oh, ha ha ha.
Let me make sure I'm reading it right.
I can't see.
Deleted.
Is your bot harassing you? Or was it saying...
Oh, it wants to make me famous.
It clearly hasn't gotten the memo. It's a bit late.
Yeah. Oh,
Famous.
I got the one city piece that it's like the worst.
Yeah. That's the cursed city.
That is the absolute worst piece to get, but nothing I can really do with it. So I'll just.
Sure.
Did you just delete the comment, or did you ban them entirely?
I banned them. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Must have been something obscene or...
No, it's anytime I get a bot, I just ban it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
My moderator is currently away LARPing, so
Very dear. Bet they're looking for feet pics.
Alright, I'm gonna do this, I think.
Not your mod,
Or should I do this?
the bot.
the bot, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why feet pics?
It's a thing.
I mean, I'm sure it is. It's just weird.
Yeah, I don't quite understand the appeal, but apparently there's a large market for it.
For what?
Feet pics, I guess.
Oh. Yeah, I also don't get the appeal, but I've definitely heard of that.
Mm.
Oh.
You know, it does. I can understand the appeal of banana pics, though. Appeal. Bananas.
I was gonna say, if you, I'm like, are you about to summon Rosie with talk of banana? I expected to come crashing into my chat like the Kool-Aid Man,
I
singing
know.
Banana Phone.
Honestly, though, if that makes Rosie happy, I just want Rosie to live her best life, so. She's a good bean.
I knew that was coming.
And now we've got a very bisexual cityscape on the board. So,
As it should be.
thank you, bot, for the hydration reminder. Hydrate, everybody.
Oh, I'm out of gin.
Oh, noes.
I'll have to drink something like water.
Boo hiss. Oh, no. Says he, a complete and total lightweight.
Well, to be fair, I had taken some blackberries and basil and muddled them together with a bit of lime juice and simple syrup and put in a bit of gin and topped it off with seltzer. So really not a whole lot of alcohol in there. Mostly just tastes like blackberry and basil and lime. So
Like sounds like a slight mojito.
I suppose, yeah.
It's
I don't
just,
know. I was just Yeah, I was wanting some nice blackberry and basil flavor. I really like that combination.
Oh, I need to get some meeples back in this here land.
I got a sneeze coming up.
Oh,
Well, maybe not as soon as I thought. I guess we'll find.
Gesundheit in advance.
Yeah, it'll happen sooner or later, and it'll be obnoxiously loud. So
Thank you for the pre-warning. Not really a whole lot of good places for this.
I was telling my other friend earlier today that oh, you could always help me finish my city up
I mean,
there.
I could.
I was telling my friend that I used to always laugh at my dad when he would sneeze because it always sounded like he was getting murdered, and now it's come back to haunt me.
There you go, Gabe. You got one.
Yes, I have.
There you go. You can't say the RNG never gave you anything.
I can still give the RNG the middle finger, though. It's okay, I can do it. I'll show them.
They laughed at me.
Let your dreams be dreams.
I mean, that's a smart place to put it. Just lay the religion. That's what I always love to do in Carcassonne. Just stack the religion and.
That never goes poorly.
Wow, that city is coming together. Gotta say.
It's just sometimes the way it happens with monasteries. You get so many of them at once, and it's like we'll just stack all the religion in one corner of the city.
Yeah.
They can all duke it out. That's it. I still need a fucking road. No, that'll help you. That'll help you. That'll help you. That'll help you.
Brian, I think the game is trying to tell you something. Help your friend.
I mean, we can always do that. As right now we are almost halfway through the game, and it is a very low-scoring game, and we are both out of meeples.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Well, Gabe just got one back and is going to advance into some more of the lead. And I really, really just need... Actually, you know what? Ness. Yes, let's do that.
Yes.
Hey, you get another monastery, Gabe. There you go.
Oh boy. Let's see.
A whole 2!
Huzzah.
Fancy that. If I do that, then That's a bad idea. Do this, and that's a... Let's do that. That's very close to blah, blah, blah. Do this. This smarter. Okay.
Yeah, that seemed pretty. Ooh, I got the freaking dog bone here in this. Hmm. Hmm. I say. Hmm. You know, let's just keep pressing on.
That is quite the city, I must say.
It's just this. It's becoming this just large amorphous blob.
Yeah. Let's see. Question. Should I be a dick about it?
That, my friend, is entirely up to you.
The eternal question.
Shall you be joyous, or shall you be damned?
The answer is clear.
With clear eyes. Now, this stream has a decided lack of Ben Stein, which is I'm okay with.
That works.
All right.
You got the piece I wanted. But do me a huge favor and just put it where I would like it to be.
I mean, I could do that.
There is one more of those in the game. And it wouldn't entirely harm you.
No, I think I'm going to do that. You're going to gain some points.
Thank you so much.
Don't ever say I didn't do anything for you.
I wouldn't dream of it. Yeah, probably.
So I am hoping that if we behave ourselves, we will have a PAX Unplugged this year.
That would be lovely. I miss PAX in all forms. Unplugged is so nice. Oh wow.
Never been.
PAX Unplugged is entirely board and tabletop games. And it's 3 days of it in Philadelphia. And oh, such a good time.
Mm-hmm.
The only board game fest I went to was Shucks.
Aw.
It was the last. Yeah, I know. It was the last one that had happened in Vancouver. Actually, no, it might have been second to last. I don't. Maybe it was 2018. I'd have to double check, but yeah, it was a delightful time. It's the Shut Up and Sit Down Expo, and Shut Up and Sit Down is a board game review group. They have a YouTube channel. They have a site with blogs about games, a podcast, all that jazz. Very, very funny folks. And so they had a convention and it was really fun. And Aiden and I volunteered and we were up in Vancouver for a whole week and it was an absolute delight. And Yeah, they're just such nice people.
I have never been in that part of Canada land.
I would very much like to go back. If I could afford to live in Vancouver, I would love to live in Vancouver.
I have a friend AJ out there who lives in Vancouver. He's a great guy. I miss him.
Mm,
Met him when I was in Japan.
nice.
One of the nicest people, just one of the coolest folks. I hear Vancouver, I think of AJ, and I have fond recollections.
I will be right back. I shall return.
All right. After these messages, we'll be right back.
You don't have many options for this one, do you?
No, I don't. But I need to get a frickin' meeple back. I need to have something. Take some cheap points. Oh, hey!
Right.
you got a squiggle.
Goddamn meatballs.
There you go. And, yep. Reclaim the field. Excellent, excellent.
You.
Just gonna shove that right there so that we actually have a frickin' end to the Golden Road here.
Yeah, I figured you would. Let's see. Man.
I still can't complete that city yet. Not yet.
There's only, one tile that works for that or something? Actually, there's
There's a couple.
3. There's still 3 remaining that'll do that.
Yep. It ain't that one. However, I will take you.
Make a sense to me.
So when I'm not doing a board game, I'm right now the game I am playing on Twitch is a classic JRPG from the PlayStation 1. It's The Legend of Dragoon.
Mm-hmm. That's one of those ones I was always told to play and never got to.
Well, if you have a PS3 or a PSP, it is on the PlayStation Network. It's $6, and I very highly recommend it. And then after I finish that game, then I will be doing, in honor of its 30th anniversary, I will be playing Final Fantasy IV.
Oh, wow. I'm sure you've played 4 before, right?
Many times.
Yeah.
4 is one of the few Final Fantasies that I've actually played multiple times.
Aha. The others being
7, 6, 7, No, not 6. 7 and 9. 4, 7, and 9 are the only ones that I've beaten multiple times.
Aha.
All right. Well, let's continue on our road to everywhere and nowhere.
Which do you hold out as, like, the best?
My favorite Final Fantasy is actually, it's a toss-up between 6 or 7, depending on the day.
Ah, that's fair. Those are always strong competitors.
Like, 7 will always have a place in my heart because it was my first and my introduction to not just Final Fantasy, but JRPGs, period.
Yeah.
But 6 is also just such a freaking classic. Kefka is such a wonderful villain.
Fair enough.
Although I did pick up the pixel remasters of Final Fantasy 1 and 3 that are currently on Steam at the moment.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've played Final Fantasy 1.
Yeah, not all the way through, but I played some amount of it.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge. I mean, we're talking about an NES game, so it's not going to be a cakewalk.
Yeah.
I still can't complete that city. All right.
Yeah, but you can get free points.
I could. There are some free points to be had. The question is, how badly do I want those free points? No, you know what? I'll put that right here. Actually, do I? Yeah, I'll put that right there. Oh, hey, you get a monastery.
Heyo.
I think the RNG gods are throwing you a bone this game.
Yeah, they're like, sorry, we really dicked you over. Here, just have every building we own.
Because how many monasteries is that for you? That's 3, I think.
3. Yeah. There's only one more, I think.
Yeah, there's 6 monasteries in total.
Yeah. Wow.
I think that is the piece you and I have been looking for.
Yes, it is.
So we'll both get road points,
Right.
and I will get road and monastery points.
Yes. That's a piece you've been looking for, potentially, right? Or no, it isn't. Never mind.
No. Because even though that last piece you just played was of mutual benefit, it now means you have that entire field.
Oh, I'm very aware of that.
I know you are. Alright, bit of a conundrum here, but you know what? Whatever.
Yep. Figured that was coming.
We are definitely in the late game here, so. Now we start seeing, okay, all of this strategery. It's,
Yep.
Shall we be joyous or shall we be damned, etc., etc. I've already used that line, but it's one of my favorites.
What's it from?
The Addams Family, the Addams Family movie
Nice.
from the late, dearly departed Raul Julia.
Hmm.
And you have all of these monasteries just floating around.
Yes, is what they do.
All this religion. All right. Well, let's complete that city.
Yes. I did all of this, but at what cost?
How much did it cost you? Everything.
Yeah.
Ah, the Thanos strategy.
Yes. I've given up more than half of my people so that I can have prosperous fields. So literally.
Oh, this is going to be one hell of a calculated risk, but whatever.
Wow.
And now we have no meeples.
Yes.
And right now I have the lead by one, but because of all those cities, you are standing to win.
We shall see.
Because that is a very, very pink field.
Quite.
It's a very bubblegum field.
Ah, you got that piece. I've been rooting for you to get that piece,
Oh, thank you. I've been waiting.
Because you helped me finish my little city, which was in a
And
similar...
you're going to get the last monastery.
Oh, fucking A. And because I've also been hoping that, that such a wild-looking city would be finished. Because usually they don't finish, and that was a big one. Sure, it gave you 20 points. Sure, but, still. Yes. Ah, motherfucker. Well, that's the easiest decision you'll ever make in this game. Well, congratulations on a good game.
Oh, don't. The game is still going. Do not declare me the winner yet.
Right, but you are demonstrably the winner. The only points out there are, other than my 3 monasteries, the only points out there are mutual points. And I don't think my monasteries are enough to make up for what you have, plus your road. Is it possible that I will get back? Maybe, but the odds are ever slimming. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have 8 additional road points at the moment. Probably 9 in a second. That's, I'm gonna say 94. Then I have 3 monasteries worth. Okay. So I have. Yeah, I guess that's better. So 95, 96, 97. So you have 97. I have 8, 16, so 22. So I have 86 points, and you have whatever I said, 96, 97, something like that, locked in. So unless I can get a meeple back, which and place a meeple, which isn't going to happen, it's your game. So congratulations.
I will hold off on that congratulations until the last tile has been played.
Yeah. Well, I would have had to have a meeple back that tile in order for me to catch up. I literally can't do anything to win at this point. Yep, I figured that was. I'll get my monastery back just for 6.
There you go. There's 9. There you go.
Yep. And that's the game, because this is you have the final tile, right?
I believe I do, yes.
Yeah, so that's the game.
All
I
right.
return at the 11th hour.
You return at the end of the game. So here we go. Our final scoring.
Ah.
It was neck and neck until you got the fields back. That was a solid call. I was waiting for it to give me that final road, and I was going to foil your plans, but alas. There it is.
We're both going to gain 33 on fields. But that is game, but well played.
Yes.
Very well done.
The one in the fields.
We both committed 4 meeples to fields. That became a war of attrition.
Yeah.
That really became a war of attrition. So there we have Carcassonne. We can do Ascension.
It is.
I mean, right now it is just us 3, and I know Katie's only got Waterdeep.
Right.
However, I really need to use the bathroom, so I will be right back because I've been hydrating all this time.
Thanks, bots.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yes. Back in a moment.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about Ascension is they keep adding, incrementally they keep adding more expansions, but when they do, they also some of the previous expansions that were for sale, they'll just lump it into the main game and increase the price of the main game, which is kind of cool. But it also suggests to me never buy their DLC because eventually you'll get it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know if that'll always be the case, but for now, because when they were playing it a couple months ago and then I bought it, the game cost $10, and then they I think they moved 2 of their DLC into it, each of which is like for somewhere between like $3 and $6, and then said, oh, now Ascension is $13. So it's a nice deal.
Yeah. Ascension. It's $13, but you get not only the base game but a fuck ton of expansions that come with it.
Yeah. And I was just detailing how when you were playing last time and it motivated me to buy it, Ascension only cost $10. But what they've done since then was to move some of their DLC over
Yes.
to the main package and raise the price.
Right, because they also just, and I do mean just, put out new DLC. They put out Ascension Delirium and Ascension Deliverance. So, yes, they did. They moved a bunch of their, as you just said, they moved a bunch of their DLC into the base game. So, but yes. So yeah, you've got the base game and 9 expansions.
Yeah. So I guess I do find a game, or what do I do?
Let me get into Ascension.
Okay.
I haven't left Carcassonne yet because I had to piss.
Right.
Bodily functions and all of that. So, I don't know, Katie, if you have played deck builders before.
I have played some. They're not usually my favorite because it takes me a long time to read and understand cards. That's why even though I enjoyed building decks and playing Magic, I was always terrible at playing Magic. Um, so yeah, I don't usually gravitate towards them, although I can definitely understand why they're interesting.
Like,
Yeah.
like I don't play Magic, so I mean, there are two types of deck building games. There's a regular deck building game in which the entire game is self-contained within the box. And then you have collectible card games like Magic, where you are required to continually spend money to keep up with the latest and greatest cards.
Right.
I don't play those because
Yeah, I'm not into that.
I don't have the budget.
Yeah.
So I prefer deck builders that are fully self-contained. And I'm changing the stream information.
Which expansions do you want to play with?
I will let you know as soon as I finish changing the stream information.
All of them it is.
All. It would help if it would help if I spelled Ascension correctly. There we go. There we go.
How did I end up with Delirium? Did I buy that? Oh, no. Maybe I bought that.
Oh, that's right. The last update they included, because this is Ascension's 10th anniversary, they updated the base game's art with 10th anniversary art. So I know that when I typically play, I usually like to play with like obviously the base game, but things like the Realms Unleashed expansion, which is RU. I also like to play with the I forget what the SOS one means. The abbreviations always confuse me.
Yeah.
So
Me-
so as I'm
like-
setting up the game, I'm gonna use Chronicles of the Godslayer, which is the base game, Revenge of the Fallen, and how about Realms Unleashed? RU?
I can do as many as you want because I'm well versed in all of them.
Okay.
So, yeah. I like the art on the 10th anniversary edition more. I don't know if you've seen it, but
I have not, so we're gonna look at it right now.
yeah. So, I would say maybe not necessarily all of the promo decks because there's some stuff that can get crazy with the promo decks.
Yeah,
but-
I typically don't like to play with all the expansions because then the amount of rules you need to remember.
Right.
Like, I know that obviously the game, guides you through it, but that is just like way too much, way too much to keep track.
Understandable.
So I'll use the 10th. I'll use the base game, Revenge of the Fallen, and the Realms Unleashed. So.
Okay.
So, Katie, I don't know if you've ever played Dominion.
If I have, it's been a long time.
All right. So, as you can see on your screen, each on your turn you have the ability to buy. You can buy, you can discard, and you can chain actions. So, I mean, right now, this in the early going, it's you're just gathering resources. Like my starting hand, I've got 5 of these runes. That's your currency for this game.
Mm.
And I can buy anything I want up to 5, a total of 5 runes. So I can buy anything in this center row that is highlighted green.
Mm.
As soon as you purchase a card in the center row, it immediately gets replaced. The cards in the upper left corner, the Mystic and the Heavy Infantry, those are always there. Those are you can always buy them if you have the resources to. They'll never run out. But yes, each one has flavored text, and the object of the game is to have the most honor, which is your victory points. This game has a bit of a timer. So you see where it says this star with 59 in it?
Mm.
It starts off with 60 honor points. And
Oh wow, we're on 60 honor points. Dag.
And once those 60 honor points have been claimed between Gabe and myself, the game ends. And so at the end of the game, it totals up how much honor you have from monster killing, and also how much honor you've gained from your deck itself, which is indicated on the lower left of each card. So the objective is pretty simple: have the most points, win the game.
That is fair.
All right, let's. I do like to build me up. Start with get me some base resources. There you are.
Oh, that's convenient.
Ah, the hands of fate. And we'll punch the cultist.
What kind of cult is he in?
I don't know what cult he's in, but I just know that he's in that cult.
Oh.
And the cultist is always there. Anytime you defeat one of these monsters, they go into the void. Cultists,
Wow.
cultists never go into the void because we just have way too many of them in the world. So.
Why does he look like Sacha Baron Cohen?
Yeah.
Crossed with Jason Mantzoukas.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, I have not played this game since the last board game night, so I fully expect to just have my ass handed to me by Gabe. So,
We shall see. I have learned a lot since last time.
all right, let's punt. Let's get rid of one of the mistakes of creation. Ooh, I'll take that. Ooh, I'll take that. Ooh, that's the end of my turn.
Alright.
Although I did see, because there's now a Steam listing for it, Dominion is going to get a PC version.
Uh-huh.
which I'm excited for because I do enjoy Dominion. Dominion is basically the granddaddy of deck builders. Like, fun fact, my introduction to deck building games was the Resident Evil deck building game, which basically uses the same rules as Dominion and, by extension, Ascension.
Mm.
Holy chaining Batman.
Yes.
Jeezum.
That's a good one. I don't want you to have it. Okay.
Like, no. You cannot has.
It wasn't my initial plan, but it worked out.
Although right now, the game is a bit close. I did make the mistake the last time I went to PAX to compete in a Lords of Waterdeep tournament.
Oh,
Oh dear.
Needless to say, I did get my ass handed to me, but it was 4-player Lords of Waterdeep.
Hmm.
how long did it go?
It was about maybe an hour or so, hour and a half.
Ah.
I finished dead last in my group, so, you know, that's a thing.
Yeah, I don't think anyone could ever convince me to go into a tournament for anything. Because if it's called a tournament, then that means that those are the folks that are participating are people who practically do this for a living.
Yeah,
Or at least once they did.
like I'll play the occasional board game tournament at a convention. I will almost never play a video game tournament at a
Oh
convention.
gosh, no. No, I feel like that would be way more toxic.
The only tournaments I've entered 3 video game tournaments at a PAX. The first was a Super Smash Brothers tournament at like one of my very first PAX Easts. That was a major mistake.
Hmm.
That was when I realized just how dedicated people are to Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Yep. If there's anything with a PvP element to it, you can guarantee there are going to be people that take it more seriously than their own life.
So after that, I decided I was never going to enter a video game tournament again unless I was really sure I stood at least a chance. Which then happened some years later when I entered a Mario Kart tournament.
Ooh.
And by Mario Kart, I mean the Super Nintendo original.
Nice. I think I remember you mentioning that.
I won the silver medal.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
2 years in a row they had that tournament. I defended my silver twice.
Nice.
Excellent.
Because I'm like, oh, this game is almost 30 years old. I grew up playing this game. And like half the people who entered were children who had never played anything older than like Mario 64 or even Mario Kart Wii. And so I felt a little bad for the children that I obliterated in the
You
opening
really
rounds.
shouldn't. You should not feel bad for the children.
Yeah,
I
no.
said I felt slightly
A
that
little.
that feeling lasted maybe 15 seconds.
That's accurate. Can you hear these mofos in the background meowing at me?
I can't. I wish I could.
It's basically just cats meowing, but they're okay, I guess. With the new expansion, they have added an avatar that basically looks like me entirely. So that's mine now.
Nice. So when and the final of that Mario Kart tournament was against somebody who was at least my age, and it was a very, very close battle, but he ended up winning. And then the following year, they had another Mario Kart tournament, another Super Nintendo Mario Kart tournament, where I'm like, oh, well, I've got a silver medal that I need to defend. And sure enough, the champion from the previous year had also entered the same tournament.
Like we meet again.
Yeah. And it was just so funny because we're going through the early rounds, and he knows that we both are playing children in the opening round, so he would just like come up to me
Right.
before like my match against this unfortunate fetus, and
Poor unfortunate fetus.
he just whisper in my ear, "Crush him."
Unfortunate fetus. Oh my goodness. I have so many family members that I could call by that moniker.
And then, sure enough, the final came down to me and him again. And
Yeah.
same result. Same very close match, but just not getting that gold. And I said to him at the end, I'm like, if they do this again next year and we meet again, I'm going to have to get your phone number.
Yeah.
Like we have to stop meeting like this.
But to be clear, I don't want your phone number now. You're a scrub still. Prove your worth.
Now, the most exciting tournament beyond that, the first PAX Unplugged, there was a Monopoly tournament, and I love Monopoly. Monopoly is one of my all-time favorite board games. I grew up on Monopoly. I am cutthroat in Monopoly.
Well, it's probably going to break your heart to hear how my family played Monopoly then.
Uh-oh.
So for context, my younger brother is an extremely sore loser and an extremely sore winner, and generally just unpleasant to play games with. But every now and then my mom would insist that we have a family game night and that it was going to be pleasant, and it never was, but she still had hope for some reason. And in order to keep the pleasantness, we would instate house rules into all of our games. And mostly the house rules were instated to keep my brother from throwing a hissy fit, or to keep him from sulking and trying to lose on purpose in order to garner pity so that we would lose so that he could win, and all of this fun stuff. And so when it came to Monopoly, you know how the point is to be the best at capitalism and to capitalist the other people into the ground?
Oh yeah, you're supposed to capitalist your opponents into paste.
Just like real life. So we had a house rule where if you landed on a color and you bought a piece of property of that color, No one else was allowed to buy that color.
Ugh,
Oh.
gross.
We also never used the trading mechanics. I genuinely didn't know there was a trading mechanic until I was in like high school. So it was basically just a race around the board to pick up the pieces that you wanted, and then eventually you stop.
How boring.
Yes. It was extremely bad. But that was always board game night at my family's house, mostly painful, and my mom insisting that it was great to see everyone playing together.
That's disgusting.
Yes, you are correct.
All right, all the honors run out, so that means I have the last move.
Oh ho ho ho!
Not that I think it's going to do me much good. I think Gabe's got it.
I just got some good points on that last round.
You absolutely did, you jerk. You deceitful jerk.
Well, all the things that I built up paid off. They easily could have not.
They could have, yes.
You rather like sordid asp. That's very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very sordid, very asp.
Mm-hmm.
Such asp.
Wow.
Well, that's not going to do me a bit of good, however, so I'll do this.
Yeah, I figured.
Make it a little closer. Did I just hear a cat?
Oh no, I just cleared my throat. My
Oh, okay.
apologies.
I thought I heard cat. Nope, nothing I could do. So now, final scoring. Yeah. Yep.
Right,
Ground into
75.
paste. Yep.
All right.
Well done. All that chaining.
Yeah. I figure once I realized the range of the cards we were dealing with, I was like, well, better lean into one flavor and chain it.
And
Yeah.
that flavor is victory.
It tastes like victory. But yeah, I mean, so in a two-player game, Katie, I mean, this moves very quickly. When you're playing with 4, it just gets absolutely frenetic.
I imagine as much.
So
It would take forever for me to play this game because I would need to read each card individually. So my turn would probably take a good 20 minutes.
and you know, that's perfectly fine. I don't object to people taking their time to learning the game. I'm not that type of idiot who would just be like, "Hey, move it. No."
I will say it's probably a lot easier in person because then while I'm taking my turn, you can go up and get another slice of pizza or another like handful of Cheetos or what have you, and have some good chats with folks while I struggle to comprehend.
No, I mean it's. So would you like to do another game, Gabe?
I'd be interested in doing one, and I just created one that might be a little more chaotic.
Holy shit! Yes, it is. All right, so we're going balls to the wall here. Okay.
BW, as they say.
All right. Holy shit! I'm just looking at all the expansions you've got.
I didn't put them all in. So.
Howzers.
So, all right. Sure. Sure.
Was this what you meant about creating a monster?
Oh my. Yes.
All right.
Oh dear God. That's right. Now we're getting into dreamscapes and holy.
All right.
All right. 1, a 2, a a 3. God, now I am going to struggle to keep up. I I already know.
Just love the
Yeah,
tiny
yeah,
swirling
because
void.
we have a draw pile of 1,069 cards.
What
Yes.
could go wrong?
Um,
And I have not played all of these expansions, so I will pick it up as we roll.
it's only 60 stars though, so there's no way to edit that, which kind of is a drag. Because you'd think with all those expansions they would let it go a little longer.
Yeah, unfortunately, the amount of honor is determined by how many players there are.
Ah,
So if for 2 players, it's 60, I think. Then for 3, it's 75, and for 4, it's 90.
hmm.
I believe that's how that works. But if we were playing this in real life, I don't think, and even if we had, even if we possessed all of these expansions,
I would never play this game in real life.
I would never want to have a draw pile of 1,000 cards.
Right. I would just never ever play this game in real life. Having played it on the computer where it manages all the counting and everything else, like, oh my god, this would be awful.
So, you know, I love playing the physical version of this game. So if you and next time you and I meet in person out there in the real life world,
Yeah.
you know, I have the physical version of Ascension and a couple of expansions. That I think would be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Because all the cards are nice and sleeved. Everything is...
Mm.
Beast Staff. Huh. Well, I came from the east to do battle with the amazing Rando.
Mm.
The amazing Rando? Really?
I can't claim credit for that line. I stole it from Mystery Science Theater.
Okay. I can't see the small text, so I wasn't sure if it was like
Yeah, me
actually
too.
the flavor text for the card.
It's these energy shards, a remnant of something long forgotten. Their appearance in Vigil is shrouded in mystery.
Looks like it's shrouded in yellow.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Is yellow the color of mystery?
I guess.
Mm.
But I love the art on a lot of these cards.
Mm.
I'll zoom in on each card for you, Katie, because some of these are just really, really nice. Like that. All right.
Oh, I like that. That's really
Mm.
pretty.
Okay, I need to like start actually building basic resources here instead of just like ooh, cards. Oops.
Yeah, don't do a me. Yeah, I really like that art for Arbiter of the Precipice. It's really nice.
Hmm.
I will say there's definitely been some deck building games that I have been very, very close to buying just because the art is that good. I would probably never play it, but I would want to have it for the sake of being able to look at all the gorgeous artwork. kind of makes me wish that some board game companies or like a bunch of indie companies come together and make an art book of the art that's been created for their games. I feel like that would be really cool, not only as a resource for folks that want to get into creating video game or board game art, but also just as a little bit of a, hey, this game is really cool, you should buy it. And
Yeah,
also look at this art. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, if we are ever, you and I, Katie, are ever in Philly for PAX Unplugged, I suspect that you might have a field day actually talking with the devs behind a lot of these games,
Mm,
especially if we run into
yeah.
any artists. Like,
Oh my god. I'll just be like, can I have your business card, please? I just want to look at your website. It's all pretty.
I mean, and also part of the fun of going to Philly is just eating my body weight in cheesesteak.
Ugh.
All right, all right.
I'll have that and a side of lactate, please.
Mmm.
Because what specific cheese is a cheesesteak made with? Is it just like white American?
it's like American or Cheese Whiz.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's it. It is. Depends on where you get it. It could be white American or yellow American, or it could be cheese whiz.
Bah, bah, bah. But never cheddar, correct?
Not usually.
Beans. Because cheddar is naturally lactose free, so I can actually eat cheddar.
I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, in the cheddaring process, it breaks down the lactose. It's why. Oh gosh, no. I'd gone to the Cabot cheese factory in Vermont one time, and they explained the whole thing, and I don't remember one whit of it. Except I heard I can eat cheese. Okay, I have absorbed that piece of information. And as well, the harder the cheese is, the less lactose it has. So I can eat
That I
like
knew.
hard Parmesan quite well. So, or a nice pecorino.
And I'm gonna do this. This.
Yeah, the whole energy shard thing that is in this game is totally unfamiliar to me.
Excellent. It's just they're treasures that show up underneath certain cards just randomly. That's part of why the deck is so big. Not the only reason, but there's a bunch of them, and anytime you draw it from the draw pile, it just goes underneath whatever ultimately isn't a treasure, an energy shard. So you might draw 5 energy shards in a row, and then the Arbiter of the Precipice goes above it, and if you buy the Arbiter of the Precipice, you get all 5 of the energy shards. Good to know. All right, this and
I mean, the food scene in Philly is very good. I mean, it's not just cheesesteak, although.
I'd be concerned if it was. But no, I've heard Philly is legendary.
It's sort of become a tradition now. Like the night before PAX Unplugged, April and myself and a bunch of our friends who've also made the trip, we go to a braw house.
Mm.
And it's like, yes, please, I will stuff my face in all of the German food.
Mm.
The rest of you are getting drunk on schnapps. I'll just stuff this Wiener Schnitzel right into my pie hole here.
Oh, gosh, I love schnitzel.
Doesn't do me any good there. So I need some more cash. Give me more cash.
Get some quiche.
Yes. You call this cash? Yes, it's the only convention I can convince April to go to because it is a far quieter convention than PAX East.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Board gamers tend to be a bit more on the chill side, I think.
I mean, PAX East you have both video game and board and tabletop game, so it's a much louder. Also, the Boston Convention and Expo Center is much bigger
Yeah.
as opposed to
A lot.
the Pennsylvania Convention Center, which is like maybe a third the size.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
So April has no problem going to that one because it's far quieter. It's far quieter.
Makes sense.
Yep. There's supposed to be one happening here in Atlanta. What's it called? Ah, that's what it is. DragonCon is going to be happening here in September.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, I've obviously never been. I did not have much opportunity to go to conventions at the point that I knew what conventions were and had an interest in them. I did not come to nerddom until much later in life because I grew up under an extremely conservative rock.
Those are the worst kind of rocks.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Same, Katie. I didn't start going to conventions and things like that until well after I had moved out of my parents' house. I mean, I've regularly said that my stepdad in particular was of the opinion that video games were the absolute worst, and that they'd make me antisocial, fat, lazy, and I'd never get laid.
Why is that last one important in the slightest? Why are any of those important in the slightest?
Well, if you look up the definition of toxic masculinity, you will see my stepdad's picture.
Yeah.
He was had a very vested interest in, making sure his sons got laid. Seemingly.
I just,
like,
it is so, like, when you think about it, it is such a strange thing for an adult to be concerned about. Yes, I, an adult, really want to see this 16-year-old boy fornicate. Okay.
It's a bit much.
he
dear.
was very, very concerned that I would, quote, become gay. Because
Why? It's pretty awesome, actually.
I mean, I will absolutely take your word for it. But it's like he was very, very concerned that I would, that I was queer, because I really didn't have much of an interest in dating in high school. I much rather preferred my interest at that time, which was art and music and theater. And which he saw as very, very, quote, gay things.
Oh no, God forbid you have fun when you were a child and in your teens. Oh no. Heaven forbid you use school for what it is intended. Learning. There's there's an episode of a podcast I listened to recently. Podcast is titled The Man Enough Podcast, and it's by some dude who I don't know. But it's each episode has a different individual on discussing masculinity and what does it mean to be a man, what does it mean to be human, and to engage in really honest and sometimes uncomfortable conversations. And yeah, it's just really kind of cool. There's not too many episodes so far, so I do want to go back and listen to it. But the one I started with was one with the non-binary writer and speaker Alok Vaidmanon. And I think you'd be really interested in that episode. The title is "The Urgent Need for Compassion," and they just had so many great things to say. It was really really awesome to listen to. I want to go
It's a
back and
good
listen to it
title,
again.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very, very good.
So yeah, it was like he very much like, and I loved video games. I still love video games, and just he was not the type of person that really appreciated the fact that his kids had interests that were different than his.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would do it.
Yeah.
So he tried very, very hard to belittle and dissuade me from enjoying the things that I enjoy. You know, he tried to stop me from doing theater in high school, and that didn't work. So, haha.
Mm.
And like I enjoyed, and I still enjoy, bowling. And he would try to be like, that's a fat person's sport. So, but I ended up getting the last laugh in the end. So
That's good. How? In what way, in particular, or?
well, he's living on. He was one of those types of people that. Well, he's also very very racist person as well. He's
Naturally.
very much a racist and a bigot and a raging homophobe. So, and he was always he was also no surprise that he would always make fun and belittle those who were on government assistance.
And he's on government assistance.
Oh yes. Oh yes. He decided to retire early because he felt that the government owed him.
Government don't owe you shit.
And now he's he's
Boy,
broke.
those sure are some brain pretzels that I am having trouble figuring out how they do that twisty toot.
Yeah, you and me both. And also my mother finally divorced him. So, he's been out of my life for quite a while now, so
Thank goodness. Sounds like an absolute pile of trash.
you know,
A little bit.
he was very angry when I moved out of my when I moved out of his house when I was 19 and moved in with April. And he said, as soon as you leave that house, you're dead to me. So I'm like, all right, well, see ya.
Oh no, what a punishment.
I know. The horror.
My poor heart cannot take it. Oh God.
So yeah,
Wait.
a real winner, that guy. Like I remember, I remember when I started dating April, and that first phone call of which I told him that, hey, I've started dating, first girlfriend, and the very first thing out of his mouth was, and I quote, Digiporker.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
That is deeply distressing.
So,
Six.
but I moved out of his house 15 years ago now, almost 16, and it is the greatest and best decision I've ever made in my life. So, yeah.
That's
I'm
good.
very glad you did that.
Yes.
Yes.
And I hope that he steps in dog shit barefoot at least once a week.
I mean, that would be a wonderful, wonderful idea.
Mm-hmm. I do try to come up with creative ill wishes on people so that if it does happen, I don't feel bad because it's not violent enough to actually be wishing them harm. Just some
Right.
amount of deep inconvenience or incredibly unpleasant visceral experience.
Yeah.
So, like, I hope you get shat on by a bird. Or I hope you get, I don't know, accosted by tiny ducklings and then their mama duck comes after you and tries to bite your ankles. Or I hope they discontinue your favorite flavor of ice cream and you never get to have it again.
Yeah, something. Something along those lines. But yes, so, I mean, I ended up getting the last laugh. I married the first girl I dated. The first person I was ever in a committed relationship with. And, I'm still playing video games, and I'm regularly getting laid, so haha. And I am in a much better financial position than he ever was, so...
There you go.
I wanted so badly for him to be at my college graduation.
Yeah.
Because he had told me when I had decided I wanted to go to college that I was an idiot and a fool for even considering it. Because he thought college was a colossal waste of time and money, and that I'd be much better off staying at home and giving my paycheck to my family every week.
Pass.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to college, and I had to leave after a year and a half, because when you're the only one paying for it, it can get pretty expensive.
Yeah. Yep.
And when he picked me up, at the end of the semester, when I had to go back home in failure, he said, "Told you so," and
Yeah, those people always want to put all the salt they can, right?
oh yeah.
Yep.
So when I graduated, I mean, it took me 12 years to do it, but I did it. I wished he was there, because I would have, in front of the entire gathered audience, I would have given him the finger, and it would have been displayed on that big giant screen in the field house.
Beautiful.
But he wasn't there because,
Right.
Yep.
But that's fine.
Yeah.
And I think you might have me, Gabe.
Yes, but not as far away as the previous.
Not as much of an ass whooping.
Well, the last one was 75 to 57, so that's what, 28 points. So yeah, this is only 18.
Yeah.
So. Good on you.
And using expansions that I've never used, so.
Yeah, I was one construct away from doing something really insane, which if you have 4 constructs, you can get the in the Dreamborn, or in the Dreamscape, there's like a super card for each faction that's worth, or that costs 10 of those dream coins or whatever. But some of them have ways to acquire them for free, and the way to get the The Meccano one is to have 4 constructs, and I had 3 in play at that point. So close.
So, because I do not want to end tonight's stream with me, talking about my asshole stepdad, I'm going to play one more game with you, Gabe. One more game of Ascension before we wrap it up. And okay, so you did complete Chaos the last game.
Oh, we didn't do complete Chaos. We did partial Chaos.
It was plenty Chaos for me. So for this last game, we're just going to play with the base game.
Oh, man. You're going to win.
Just the base game. Good old boring original Ascension, and perhaps Katie can actually follow along.
I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
You go piss.
I will attempt to follow.
Also, Katie, thank you so much for hopping on tonight.
Yeah. It was very fun. It was a good time.
I'm glad. The next one obviously will happen at some point in September.
Excellent.
And I'm hoping to add a few more games to the rotation. There's a couple that I own that I really enjoy. One is called Smash Up.
Oh, I'm familiar with Smash Up.
Oh,
we have the big box.
Oh, so do I. The big geeky box.
Yes.
So there's that's on Steam as well, and that also has online multiplayer as well. That actually the Smash Up on Steam is $7. That's the cheapest of the bunch.
Nice.
And there's another game that I learned how to play last year that I've completely forgotten. It's called Root.
Oh, yeah. I've been wanting to play Root. I've heard excellent things about it.
I played the physical version once, and I've really loved it, but that's the only time I've...
I really do want the physical one. That's one that I'm like, not only do I want to play this, but I also want to buy it just so I can have the gorgeous design, like the gorgeous art. It's so good. So charming. Another one that we really enjoyed is it's called Everdell, and it's really, hey, stop eating that. No, that is plastic. That is not for kitties. Sorry, he was trying to eat the wrapper for my salted licorice.
The artwork for Root it makes me think of you and Lizzie by Design.
Yes.
Like
adorable and slightly chaotic.
I look at that artwork for that game and I think of both of you. Like you two could have designed that game. And
100%.
Because it's cute, it's also ferocious.
Yes. Did you know that she's currently president of the Graphic Artists Guild?
Yes. Yes, I did.
I was very excited for her.
Like, I know that's why her stream schedule has been sort of curtailed, because she's got responsibility and shit now.
I know. Man, gotta adult.
Outreach. And back.
And I'm very glad you got the your comic, Katie, has been getting some attention on the ABA Discord.
ABA. Oh, artist. Okay, sorry. All right. I was trying to remember different acronyms. And ABA. Yes, Artist Back Alley. Yeah, that was very kind. People have been saying very nice things. I'm very pleased with it. It made me very happy to make.
There's that.
There's that sneeze half an hour later.
Yeah.
So what we're playing is the boring. This is the base game. This is, no extra rules. There's 92 cards in the draw pile as opposed to 1,000. Also, part of the reason why I chose just the base game is so I could actually get a better look of the new art.
Yeah, that makes sense. The new art is spectacular.
Like, I'm loving that Mystic.
Yeah, that Mystic's pretty solid.
There's a lot of board games that I own that I wish existed in, like, and there's an official. I wish there were official digital versions of. Seven Wonders is another one.
Yeah, I like so. Man, they're going for the yeah, you can't afford me cards right now, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Like this Makana Construct card,
God,
I
that one.
immediately think, okay, that's in Rapture somewhere. That's somewhere, like, I've seen that in BioShock somewhere.
Super cool.
And the All-Seeing Eye, and just, I'm really liking the new art.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. I'm glad you agree.
It's very pretty.
Well, I know that the game, that Ascension was designed by a number of, like, Magic the Gathering, like, former...
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
That is one thing that Magic does do, that Wizards of the Coast does do, is I love that they release a new art book for every major new set that drops. So I can actually buy an art book if I want to, but apparently only for Magic.
Sometimes I will buy an art book for a video game, from a video game if it's really, really gorgeous. Like, I don't have too many. Like, the last one I bought was for Horizon Zero Dawn. I bought that art book. Aha! And that art book is so pretty, and I'm just...
It's gorgeous.
and then, like, I heard that Forbidden West got delayed.
Mm.
And I'm like, no!
Yeah. But I'm happier that they're choosing to delay it rather than to put their people under inhumane working conditions.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But I totally feel your feels, though, because I'm like, Horizon was such a good game, I want more! I want to jump around and ride the dinos and do the cool zoomies and just, I'm excited for all that new combat, too. It's gonna be very, very fun.
It was a great game.
It's so good.
I just finished a game that was very highly recommended to me by both my friend Ronnie and also Ryan. Control.
Oh, I heard Control was wicked good.
It is absolutely wonderful. It's so weird and so bizarre, and like, if you are a fan of the brutalist architecture style, this game is for you. As well as weird, trippy, science fiction-y. Ooh, boy.
Yeah. I'm not personally a fan of brutalism. I understand why it existed and all of that, and I think that's probably why I don't love brutalism, is because I know I learned about the philosophy behind it. But and because of that awful building in Boston, the government building. That didn't age well.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
Oh, it's such an eyesore. My golly.
Yeah, and it's like, and it's like right across the street from all of those really old taverns, like
I
the Green
know.
Dragon and the Bell in Hand and the Oyster House.
And then
And
there's this thing
yeah,
just looming in the distance.
it
Oh,
feels so out
golly.
of place. And Quincy Market and Faneuil Hall, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
this. What is this shit?
Yeah. Uh,
Oh, that Wind Tyrant. Oh, there's your dragon.
yes. Oh, he's pretty.
Could have discarded the other one. Whoops. Oh well. Let's see. All right, perfect. Okay.
Although the first time I was actually in that part of Boston, Katie, I think it was the 2012 or the 2010 World Cup,
Hmm.
and we were just. That was the day that the final. Whoa! What the shit, Lana?
I got the money. I'll take that. Okay, and got that. All right. Yes, that was quite a nice combo.
Yeah, it was. You jerk. Uh, Anyway, first time I was there, it was the final of the World Cup, and we were just my wife and I were just walking around like the north end of Boston, and we get to that specific area of Boston. We cut across the street, and you walk past City Hall and that ugly building, and into this open clearing, and there was like a Jamaican street fair going on.
Oh, nice.
And so I'm smelling all this wonderful food and hearing all this Jamaican music. And on a giant projector screen was the soccer match, was the final match being played.
Mm.
It was like Germany versus Argentina, I think, was the final. And we watched the whole rest of the match, and it was just a freaking party atmosphere. It was
Nice.
great.
That's awesome.
And then after it was done, and after that was all done and over with, we headed down some more, and I wandered into the Granary Burying Ground, took a lot of pictures of death. I was early in my death photography.
Yeah.
Will banish this.
But Boston is such a wonderful city. It is my favorite city.
It's great.
I haven't spent a whole lot of time in Boston, but I did do my my MFA there, and I liked it for that.
That was a great place to. If you're gonna get any degree in fine arts, Boston's an amazing place to get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Okay, I'm gonna do which of these am I gonna do?
Like, I love going to the MFA, the Museum of Fine Arts, the Isabella Gardner Museum. That's another
Ah.
fun one.
That one's the best. I love it.
It was it was like June 2019 when I took a trip there. It was right around sort of Pride Week, or close to it, in Boston, because it was myself, April, and Rosie. We had gone there, and we had gone to Fenway Park, and Rosie was wearing her Pride Toronto Blue Jays hat, and April wearing the Pride Red Sox hat, and me watching the Red Sox blow a 6-run lead
Oh,
to the Blue Jays. That's why we were there, because it was this little like friendly little rivalry that Rosemary and I have with her, my girlfriend that lives in Canada, and our girlfriend that lives in Canada, and I wound up, and so we went to this pub afterwards. After walking all around Boston Common and the Garden, and me sulking, having watched that pitiful excuse for a game, wound up going to this British-style pub near Fenway Park called Cornwall's, where I had a consolation down east.
That is definitely fair.
But no, I mean, I'm not really a city person, but if the opportunity ever presented itself where I could afford to live in Boston, I'd do it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Boston's great. It's a delightful little chaotic city.
And here we go with the chaining again.
yes. Alright, so let's see. First thing I'm going to do is that. Then I'm going to acquire that, acquire this, acquire this. Okay,
I mean, why don't you just win the game? Why don't you?
let's see, I don't actually want to even use that. That's a
Holy
drag.
schmoly.
Yeah, I must discard a construct from play. I mean, really? Jerk.
Yeah. Well, I knew you wouldn't give up the other one, but I wanted you to. Obviously.
Yes, very obviously.
Game is all about getting the ability to draw cards, and it's pretty generous with that. But the last two times around, I was able to use the draw 3 card, and then use the card that mimics any one other card, and draw 3 again. And that was pretty lovely for me, I must say. In this instance, actually, maybe let's see. I should have done that first. Oh well.
But yes, I am hoping for next board game night. Hopefully, I will we'll get to play some Smash Up and some Root, vary it up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds delightful.
And anytime, Katie, you want to play Lords of Waterdeep with me,
Yeah.
feel free to say, "Hey, you want to jump on?" And be like, "Yes, yes." I will not turn down a game of Lords of Waterdeep. You spent the money on it, damn it. I want you to use it.
Yeah, yeah.
There we go.
Again, you might just you want me to just hand the because I can't get shit because you keep freaking buying everything.
It's true, I do. I'm sorry, I'm not making it very fun.
Oh no, you're making it. I don't care.
Half the fun of playing competitive games is the complaining.
I'm Jewish. I'm obligated to complain by default. I come from a proud lineage. I should have on my, when I die, I should have on my headstone, Oy vey.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Oh, good.
Good. He's excited.
Good, he's excited. Sure. All right.
All right.
Yep, draw 3 cards. Draw 75 cards. Yep.
Let's see. I guess that's worth 1. This is worth. Okay, do that.
Draw 3. Let's see, so you're drawing another 8, 9. Okay.
I almost feel bad. I don't, but I almost do.
The almost counts.
Yeah. Discard.
Now I have to play the physical version of this against you, so that you actually have to.
Oh, it seems so painful. Okay. Guess what I'm gonna do next is this and 1, 2 or more. Okay, I can do that. Okay, I can do. Okay, yeah, I can do that now. Okay. Bye. All right. Yeah, the problem is it's just so much to process all at once now.
Oh, is it now? Is it?
Yeah, life is so hard for me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's quite a challenge. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, all right, enough. Enough of this bullshit. All right. What am I gonna do? I'm going to... I have 8 killing powers. Okay, I will start with... Okay, I got it. Brian, I got it. Alright, I'm going to start with this. Kill that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And now I'm going to go ahead and banish this guy. And he comes right back, because this is the base game and there's only so many monsters. Okay, kill this guy, kill this guy. Now what do I want? This is good. I should have spent stuff first. Lesson learned. Right.
Lesson learned, he says, wiping his ass with me.
I guess I'll take this for the star value afterward.
Yep.
Okay, I'll do this, I'll get that. And okay. Alright.
Meanwhile, this is my hand.
Oh.
Yep. All right, have fun.
I do feel a little bad.
No,
Only a little again.
You shouldn't.
Like I said,
I introduced you to this game, so by extension, this is my fault.
That's true. Do this so I can draw a card because I didn't have enough of those.
Like, I'm very glad that you really love this game. Now stop it.
This. Okay. I definitely have like a certain strategy, which, you know, I by and large I ignore the mystics and heavy infantries as much as I can, favoring the slightly more expensive but vastly more powerful other stuff. And it has suited me quite nicely.
Yeah, it has. fuck it. I'm just gonna. Sure. Because that is absolutely gonna be game.
Yeah. Watchmaker's altar. Garbage card. Okay. Let's see. Yes. At this point, I gotta figure out what gives me the most points. And it really doesn't.
How can we grind Brian into even more paste?
Okay. I'm gonna go.
Well, this is typically how my friends feel like when I play Monopoly against them. So I mean, turnabout is fair play.
And say, if ever offered to play Monopoly, I will refuse.
Understandable based on what we know.
Jesus Christ!
There it is.
I don't think I've ever had a game where somebody has dropped 107 points on me.
In a 60-point game, yeah.
Yeah. Ouch.
I've played a little of this since last time. A little bit.
Use lube next time, Gabe. I mean, seriously.
That wombo combo of draw 3 plus imitate draw 3. Oof, that was brutal.
That was and a stroke of bloody genius was what it was.
Yes, and then because I was able to get that, I was then able to afford the Cetra Weaver of the Stars, which gave me a free hero every time I played it. I even didn't play it one time because I didn't want to get a Mystic or a Heavy Infantry because they would just clog up my deck at that point. But that allowed me to get all the other expensive cards pretty early on, and that just made it really.
That was a mastery. Bravo.
Thanks.
Bravo. You jerk. Bravo. Oh man. Well, we have gone 3.5 hours, and I think it's about time to call it a night. I think.
Reasonable.
So, again, before I sign off, just want to let everyone out there my stream schedule for next week. I am planning on actually having somewhat of a schedule. So Monday and Friday of next week, back to The Legend of Dragoon. And then on Tuesday, for the first time in quite a while, I'm going to be doing an art stream. I'm doing a photo shoot tomorrow, actually. And so on Tuesday, to save for work, it's a cosplay. So Tuesday, I'll be on Twitch editing images from that shoot. So that is going to be fun. And all streams start at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So that is my plan for next week. We'll see how well I adhere to it. But at the same time, I'll just one more time drop Tiny Dragon on Fire in the chat. Go follow her.
Thanks.
Because she's an amazing artist and a wonderful person. And, always a good time on her streams. So, and she streams now. You stream 2 days a week now, Mondays and Saturdays now.
Yeah, I've been trying out Saturdays, seeing how that goes. Not super sure if I'll keep it. Not a whole lot of folks available, I think, just because weekend and all that. But tomorrow I will not be because again Aiden's birthday, so we're gonna be going out and doing something birthday like.
I'm getting a raid right at the end.
Oh no!
Oh, Silent Martyr, thank you so much for the raid. Coming in right at the end of the stream, at the end of board game night here. But thank you so much for bringing your audience over. As you were saying, Katie.
Oh no, you're good. So I will not be streaming tomorrow because doing birthday stuff with the Aiden. But I'll be back on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Nice, nice. So there'll be a little overlap Monday night with my stream and yours, but
Yeah.
that's all right. But I'm looking forward to getting back into the art stream
Mm.
because I've missed it. I haven't had work to edit because the shoot that I did last weekend and the shoot I'm doing tomorrow. These are the first shoots that I've done in a year and a half. First
Ooh,
indoor studio shoots. So I'm really excited about it. So
Yeah, I'm
cool.
excited to see what
Yeah.
comes of it.
And hey, if you ever need something to listen to while you're editing things, I have a weekly radio show called The Andover Special. From
yes.
Thursdays from 1 to 3 p.m. And all my episodes are archived on mixcloud.com/The Andover Special. I'm up
Excellent.
to 43 episodes at this point, which is to say, um, that's more than 3 days worth at this point. So
Excellent.
in my most recent run. So
That's super cool.
So yeah, it is super cool. So again, thank you, Katie, thank you, Gabe, for joining me on this board game night. I had a lot
Yeah.
of fun. I always enjoy these things. Bit
Well, thank
quiet
you for
this
the
time,
invite.
but that's okay.
Yeah.
true.
So I'm gonna take all y'all over to an art streamer. We're gonna raid Von Cricket,
Ooh, yay.
who is currently
Fun is fun.
working on painting what looks like a Ouija board.
Ooh.
So we're gonna take y'all over to him. But again, thank you so much for hanging out with me in this wonderful board game night. And I will see you all Monday evening, hopefully, at 7:30 p.m. for more The Legend of Dragoons. So thank you again. Stay healthy, stay safe, wear a mask, go get vaccinated, please. Please. For the love of God. For fuck's sake. I'll see you Monday. Have a great night, everyone.
I assume it's stopped, but if you're still there, thank you. Those were a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And thank